the talented Marcus Scribner.
Got a live audience.
It's energy. Yeah. This is what it is. Now, I have to say, I know that we've never met, but every time I watch you work, I feel like the proud auntie. I do. I've fallen in love with your character on Grownish and Blackish. So when you meet people on the street, like, do they treat you like your family?
Yeah, I mean, Junior has become my second name. I'll say that. every time I'm on the street, I hear, Junior, get over here. And then people will wave me over like they know me. It's like looking like an auntie or an uncle, and I'm like, hello, and they're like, I just want to say your character reminds me of my son, my brother. It's beautiful. And, you know, growing up in it, you never think about those kinds of things. So it's crazy now that the show is over to hear all of those, and it makes me feel really good, honestly.
Okay. And like how old were you when you started out in Blackish?
I was 13 and I'm 23 now.
23, oh my God, look at you! I just wanna kiss those cheeks. But now, like you said, you're 23, you're entering into this whole new phase of your life and your career. I saw these photos in Man About Town. What is going on here, Mr. Marcus? What's happening?
I don't know. I do a little bit of modeling. I've been trying to take my fashion stuff seriously. I've always loved fashion and style, and I just love expressing myself in multiple ways. And Man About Town, I was fortunate enough to be able to, you know, do a little collaboration with them. Very happy with the way these turned out. They're pretty cool.
Know what? Those pictures. They look so good. Let me tell you something. You need to start bringing your mama with you, because she gonna have to field off the older women now.
Oh boy, I need I need a little defense, I guess.
Yeah, you do. You need your mama to go, hey, we was in English class together. Stop. Okay, so like now you're 23. You're a grown man. What are your DMs looking like?
Oh. Wow. Sherri always hitting with the hard-hitting questions. I'm here to come to you with the question. Why haven't I been on Man Crush Mondays, okay? Forget about the DMs, okay? That's where it needs to go.
Marcus, 23, if you give yourself like another 6 years, and I'll put you on Man Crush Mondays.
I need to get to Zaddy era.
Yeah, you do.
All right.
I ain't trying. Your mama, I don't need to be having your mama show up at my doorstep this soon. Okay.
I'll give it some years.
Give it a few years, and you definitely will be. You know, it's so funny because, again, watching you on Blackish and watching you go through this journey, I remember when you had your kiss on the show.
Yeah.
And they told me that was the first time you had kissed.
Yes, that was my first kiss ever. Was on Blackish in front of 100 crew members and all my Blackish family that I worked with for years.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of an awkward experience. And they had told us at first that it was going to be like a set kiss or like a theater kiss, which if you don't know is like kind of like the side of the mouth, and it like allows you to really get in there and make it look real.
Yeah.
And then after the first take, they came up to me and they were like, hey, so, I think we're actually gonna need like some lip and maybe a little bit of tongue action.
Oh my goodness!
This is my first kiss. I'd already loaded up on mints and everything. That was the most intimidating moment of my life, but we made it through.
And you made it through.
Yeah.
And it was such a wonderful moment.
Yeah.
On the show. Now, I know that because how many seasons did Blackish go? It went for a long.
Dang, why am I stumping right now? I think 8 seasons.
Like, I thought it was around like 8 or 9 seasons.
Yeah, which is surreal to me. It doesn't even feel like it's over because I've been doing Grownish now for 2 years.
This is like the cast is like family.
They really are like family. It's we have a whole family group chat. I got to reignite it. Got to get everybody out to go to dinner. But I learned so much from Tracy and Anthony and Jennifer and Lawrence. It was just the best early experience. Like everything that I do now is a little part of it is from what I learned from them. They're such vets and so kind and gracious to us.
Well, you know, it's so funny because when you talk about them, And you talk about Tracy Ellis Ross. Her mother is Diana Ross. So is Diana Ross like your grandmother?
Yeah, I mean, my real TV grandmother might get a little offended, Miss Jennifer Lewis.
Yes.
But Diana Ross, yeah, we actually got invited, us kids, to go up to, I still have this memory, it was the craziest experience, to one of her Las Vegas shows.
Yeah.
And we were all so excited to be there. Anybody who knows me knows I cannot sing or dance. So I'll just put that out there right now. And she calls us all up on stage.
On stage.
And this is like the first or second year of the show. So I still was getting used to everything. I was very shy. And she was like, come on, baby, dance a little bit. And I was like, I just did what my dad...
Can you show me what kind of dance
I did what my dad taught me, which is just, he can't dance either. It was just a little... just a little shoulder shimmy. And I was like, Miss Ross, I'm so sorry. This is all I can give you today.
Okay, wait. I love that so much. Can you do that shoulder shimmy?
Little shoulder shimmy. I was like, imagine 14-year-old Marcus hitting this. Yeah, it was wild on stage.
You know, you've been making us laugh for years, but I watched you in How I Learned to Fly, and I was blown away by your acting chops. I cried. A lot of the movie I was crying. But can you tell us about How I Learned to Fly?
Yeah, the story really focuses on two brothers who get, I won't tell you how, but they get abandoned by their family. And they're left in sort of a unbelievably difficult situation. They lose their home. I played the older brother, Daniel, and my younger brother, Eli, has special needs. And he kind of has to learn how to raise Eli and teach him the ways of the world, because he doesn't just want to put food on the table and kind of, you know, just go about his life. He wants to actually raise him into a man that he knows he can be. And throughout all of this struggle and turmoil and difficult moments, they have to shower in park bathrooms. They discover that the love that they share for each other is really what's gonna, like, guide them through this difficult situation. I get kind of emotional speaking about it because it was really...
As a mother of someone with special needs, and as a mother who always wonders who's gonna take care of my child, God forbid something happened to me, you just affected me so much in the tenderness that you displayed and the vulnerability. I told you this, that you displayed. You were the executive producer of this movie. You had to raise money for this movie. Was this just like a labor of love for you, Marcus?
Ultimate labor of love. And like you said, it was my first opportunity to get to executive produce, which was, let me tell you, producing is hard, okay? I was, you know, I didn't, you know, I gave producers a lot of crap for a lot of years. And now I'm like, okay, on the other side of the camera, it's a difficult job. We had to fundraise through CAA. I was luckily able to get multiple people attached to the film. And yeah, it was just a really exciting process to kind of view the world through a more analytical lens.
But not even that. You were the boss of Method Man, who was absolutely amazing, and Cedric the Entertainer. How did you deal with Method Man, I mean, as his boss, and Cedric as a boss? How were they?
Yeah, I was like, hey, listen, Meth, you're not meeting your quota this month. That's what surprised me the most, I think, honestly, was, you know, we have this view of Method Man, obviously an outstanding rapper and a legend. And he's been doing television and film for a while now, but getting to be in the room with him and see his process in person, I was so unbelievably impressed. Because typically I think of, you know, musicians, they just want to come in, you know, just do. He was like, no, we're going to run this and we're going to run this the right way and we're going to do it the right way. I approached, like, we have a really intense kitchen scene, and I approached that scene sort of using a lot of my own experiences, but Meth really put me in that moment and made me genuinely fear for my own life. And not genuinely, y'all. I don't want to think he's the nicest person ever.
Meth had me scared. No, he scared me so bad.
It was an intimidating scene.
Yes.
And that fear was real. Yeah, he's an excellent performer, and Cedric's just a true professional. Nicest person I've ever met on set.
Well, Marcus, I have to say, How I Learned to Fly was so phenomenal. I love seeing you, but it drained me so much. Tears and just the places that you took me. Are you gonna give me some laughter? What's next for you?
We got a new season of Grownish coming up soon. Or the second half of our last season. which I'm excited about. And yeah, I hope to continue to produce content that I enjoy, find more scripts like How I Learned to Fly, and hopefully the next one's a comedy.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right. Well, I'm so glad that you came here. Thank you so much for being here,
Thank you for having me,
Marcus.
Sherri. Thank you.
How I Learned to Fly is in theaters today. It's so good.
We're gonna have a good